so I remember he hit my head with a bat so hard. I was like, man, I got so mad. I bit.
He said,
okay, so.
Nah.
Shout it, swing my way. Memories on the beach sound good to me, so swing my way.
Okay.
What's going on, everyone? I hope y'all are having a great day today. We are here to do a video pretty much talking about how we grew up. Of course, how she grew up in Palau and how I grew up here in the States. And just kind of talk about the differences in how we grew up. It's going to be kind of just off the top of our heads. We haven't really wrote down anything. I don't even know what questions we're going to ask. She probably don't know what questions she's going to ask either. So we're just kind of going with the flow. But like, what were some of the things you all would do as a kid, like growing up? Like, I know for us,
Like for fun?
Yeah, just for fun, like just kill time.
I remember growing up, we didn't really have a lot of access to internet.
Mm-hmm.
That was just me. My dad had internet at home and stuff, but I rarely had any interest to go on it. So me and my cousins. Shout out to all my cousins back home. Whoever I hung out with, I forgot.
I thought you were about to say their names. She just said, look, all of y'all, shout out to y'all.
I forgot. Oh. My cousins Spence, Larkin, aka Wasi, and brother Vince, Nicole, I grew up with her too, Romina. Hell, everyone I hung out with.
She gonna kill you for calling her that.
Romina. But anyways, yeah, I remember we would just go outside, play, climb trees. I don't know what we were doing in the mangroves, but we were just climbing the trees, trying to catch those little megapodes, those little tiny little jumping fish.
A megapode?
What is? No, it's not a megapode. What are those things called?
I don't know.
There are these tiny little fish.
Tadpoles?
Guppies.
Oh, guppies.
How the hell did I get a megapode?
That sounds like a Pokemon. I was like,
I'm thinking of those. I think I thought of like a bird. Never mind. Anyways, we would try and catch those. We would also play with like hermits and stuff whenever we go to my grandma's place up in Gararda. Yeah, it was fun growing up. We mainly spent all of our time outside, outdoors, going kayaking, swimming, fishing, spearfishing.
y'all were spearfishing as little kids?
For fun, yeah.
Jeez, that's tough.
Yeah, I mean yeah. I wouldn't say I was like a professional, but I tried it.
Man,
We did so much stuff growing up. It's fun, especially growing up on an island. What about you?
well, we weren't spearfishing. That sounds a little more cooler than what we were doing. Well, my dad was in the military, so I was on bases a lot of time as a kid. And so a lot of my friends that I would meet, they would also have parents obviously in the military. So we would pretend to be in the military. That was one of the things we would do. So we would, it was kind of funny. So I had a friend named Dustin. Me and him, we would be like in charge of our little military branch that we created. And people that would want to join us, we would put them through like this little, kind of like a little, it's not boot camp, but it was really just like an obstacle course that we would put them through. So they would have to do like, just to go on the handlebars, and then they had to run around this little park, and it was really stupid. But so we would do that, and then every weekend or like every other weekend, we would all put in our money, because we were broke, we were like little kids. So we put our money in together, and then we would go up to the commissary, which would be like a little place that has, it's like a store pretty much. So we would go up there and get candy, bring it back to our building, and then the basement where the laundromat was at, we would put all the candy on the table, and then we just started like snacking away at whatever we bought.
Sounds fun.
So we would do that. We would play, of course, basketball, football, dodgeball. Dodgeball was like really big when I was younger. Like I was actually good at it. I wasn't too good at a lot of sports, but dodgeball I was really good at that. So I mean, good luck trying to throw a ball at me, because it's not happening. Like Matrix, like Neo type stuff.
Okay.
It ain't happening. That's all I'm saying.
That
but
sounds like fun.
aside from that, though, I remember one time my friend's dad, they were trying to what were they trying to do? I don't really know. I think they were trying to drift or something. I don't know. But we had like a cul-de-sac, and so they were driving down. My friend's dad had a Camaro, so he would drive down and try to try to drift. And the car actually almost tipped over. So, needless to say, I didn't want to get in the car anymore with them because
I don't blame you.
I was young, but I wasn't that dumb. Okay, I was I wasn't going to lose my life over that. But
Young,
yeah,
dumb.
nah. But for real though, like my childhood was just kind of I don't know. It's just kind of ordinary how it is in the States. We just play sports. And then I would like roughhouse with my sisters because they were just crazy. So we'd always be wrestling and stuff.
That sounds like fun. Yeah.
And then we had a lot of like ice cream trucks that would come by, so we get the ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
At my grandma's house, we had a candy lady. That's what we called her, and she would always have like frozen cups and all types of candy, like Laffy Taffies and gum and all that. So it was pretty cool. Like it's kind of crazy when you grow up and you look back at that stuff. You're like, man, like you had it pretty good, right? But as a kid, compared to like now, like, you got bills and you got to work. I mean, like she's working during this whole coronavirus thing, and it's like, man, she's possibly been exposed to some of the stuff that people have out there, and it's kind of scary, you know.
No, it is, but yeah, I miss my childhood. I had a really good childhood, growing up. Remember, me and my best friends would just Nicole, Mariam, and Romina. We'd either go to her house or we'd go to a friend Whisper's house. We just cruise around, cause on an island, I mean, there isn't really like so much to do. I mean, you can do a lot of things, but there's just only so much you could do. So we'd cruise around the island, like bring snacks, food, whatever, go to each other's houses, spend a night. I remember Nicole's house is haunted, really haunted, when she wanted us to like pour salt like in a form of a circle and have us in it. It's a long story, but her house was haunted. There's a lot of ghosts there, and she wanted us to pour like salt, like while we were in the middle of it, I guess, in a circle. And me and Romina, her, we're like, no way, I don't want no demon in this house. Hell nah. No, thank you. No. So we'd get so scared, and they have this chapel so Nicole's house is 3 stories. So at the the top floor, no one was living there at the time. And then the second floor is where her grandparents live and her mom's brother and his family. So we'd have to stay at the 3rd floor because it's vacant. There was no one there. And we heard like so many footsteps. I heard someone walking up and down the stairs, and no one was there. Like, I swear to God, I opened my eyes and I was like, Nicole, who is that outside? Is that your grandpa or anything? And they're like, no, they went to church. And she's like, oh, it's normal. I'm like, how are you used to this? But she's used to it because she grew up around all that stuff, the hauntedness. But other than that,
That's
it was
scary
fun.
Stuff.
No, it was scary.
That's really scary.
It's really scary, but yeah, it was fun. We'd go camping, rock islands and stuff. It's fun.
All right, so I just thought about it. If you all want to participate as well, just comment down below and answer these same questions that we're answering. No matter where you're from, whether you're from America, Palau, or elsewhere. Just what did you do for fun as a kid, and any other questions we asked beyond this point, of course. Do you have one in mind?
Yes.
Okay,
wait, I remember this one time. So Larkin.
Oh, I thought you were about to ask a question.
No. I want to share this.
Okay.
I still remember this. I think I was 10 or 11.
Mm-hmm.
Larkin he's my guy cousin. We were inseparable as kids. So he was like my twin. Yeah, for real. Like we were. It's like we were. It's like
you're like Siamese twins or what? You were just connected at the hip.
Yes, we were just we were like a month apart. He was like my best friend. So we were always together all the time, and we were obsessed with Scooby-Doo. So I was Scooby-Doo, and he was Shaggy, and his dad would buy us Scooby snacks.
You do kind of like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. What? No, I don't. Okay, so I remember we'd go up to my grandma's house because my grandma and his dad are like siblings. They're like really close. So we'd drive like an hour or two to my grandma's house, and then my grandma's house is literally just next to the beach. Like, it's a house on the beach. So I love that place. It's called Marar, the Limang. I love that place. So many memories there. We had this little beach house kind of thing. And then we'd put on our mask and snorkel, me and Wasi, and then we put on our like those fins. We had like fins, snorkels, everything. And it would get it wasn't that deep. I mean, you can see like the sand dunes and stuff, so we'd start running across like the where the ocean is supposed to be. Yeah, it's a lagoon. It's called a lagoon, but when Selbol Me'edae, I don't know how to whatever. If you're Palauan, you know this.
First off, if you're Palauan, can you explain what she just said? Appreciate it.
Selbol Me'edae. Like when it's like, you know, when it's get like high tide and it's Jesus Christ. See, this is what I'm talking about. When you speak two languages, you kind of forget. When it gets low tide.
Low tide sucks.
Yeah, you can see so many sand dunes. It was like dry. So me and my cousin Wasi would just run on top of those sand dunes with our fins on. We just fall, and then we'd have our mask on so the sand wouldn't get into our eyes, but we had the snorkel on. It was the most hilarious thing ever. There were so many memories on that beach, man. Like, I loved it.
Are you ready for the next question?
Yes.
So, as a kid, did you like your sibling? And then compare it to as you grew up. Are y'all like for instance, so were y'all close when you were younger and then you got older and y'all aren't as close? Or was it vice versa? Or was it the same, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like y'all were close and y'all still look close or whatever?
Oh my God, man.
That's a good question, man.
Alright, so, I don't know. There were some days where me and my brother Vince...
Would y'all ever, like, fight?
Hell yeah! Man, I grew up with a lot of, like, my guy cousins. And Vince, he's a boy.
Yo,
so.
that's what be getting me, because it's like, when you get older, you realize, oh, you know, guys aren't supposed to hit girls. That's how you're kind of raised for the most part. Not everybody, of course, but it's just the general consensus is that you're not supposed to hit women, blah, blah, blah. But, like, as a kid, man, like, me and my sisters used to fight. I'm talking about, I would be swinging. I mean, of course, we're like kids, you know, so we're like 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. And I'm just swinging for the fences. Like, there was one time I tried to punch, I can't remember which one of my sisters tried to punch. I tried to punch one of them so hard, but I missed. And I hit the bricks. It was like a brick house. So I hit the bricks and, like, my knuckles were just all jacked up. Like, I was trying.
What?
I was trying
Insane.
to, oh my goodness. Yeah, I was.
That sounds rough, man.
Oh, but yeah, go ahead.
Sounds real rough.
Were y'all close when you were younger? Or were y'all kind of
there
like...
There were some days. I mean, growing up, me
head?
and my brother... Oh, he's 4 years younger than me, so... I don't know, like... There were some days where we'd get along, like, really well, but there were some days where we just wanted to, like... kill each other. Like, I swear to God, I don't know if he remembers this, but Vince, if you're watching this, I remember he hit my head with a bat so hard. I was like, man, I got so mad. I bit.
He said,
okay, so
nah.
Alright, so we go back and forth, right? You can, man, like my cousin Casey, my cousin Ziggy, he would start laughing so hard because he would come to our house, like upstairs, and he would just laugh because me and my brother would get into it, and then he was like, he had to like separate us. Because I'm like, oh, I freaking hate you. We just like start hitting each other, like to legit start punching each other, like we hated each other. But those were like some days.
Right.
But I remember I took a chunk out of his back. I got so mad. I got so mad because he was sitting, right? He was eating sweet and sour hot dog or something with rice. And then I got so mad at him for some reason. And then I just went and I bit like right here. I was like, I took a chunk out of it. Like, no flesh and all. But I got so mad. He turned around and he just wanted to like kill me. And then he started crying. And I'm like, don't cry. Because if he cries, my mom would come out and she would beat our asses. If we did anything like that, she would get so mad. She's like, stop fighting. But in all honesty, I love my brother to death. Get me wrong. I remember when he broke one snow globe. He dropped one of
Why you dry snitching?
No, this legit happened. Like he was in my room. The 2 snow globes that my grandma sent from my dad's side were in my room. So they were kind of like antiques or something. he dropped one accidentally and it shattered. And he looked at me and I looked at him and I'm like, if our father like saw this, oh my goodness, he would get so mad. He did. So he came in, he got mad. My brother was freaking out, but I took the blame and I ended up getting
Oh,
in
you're
trouble for
so
it.
sweet.
No, I just felt so bad.
What a
for him.
wonderful sister you are. I hope my sisters are listening.
No, but
Y'all really
yeah,
good
there
at
was
that.
some days where we didn't get along, but like up until now, like we're closer than ever. Like
Yeah.
I know that he always like messages me like whenever he needs something. Like I'm always sending him stuff. Cause I mean I'm the only sibling that he has. It's just the two of us, so we have to take care of each other.
That's true. I know my sisters, like y'all already explained it pretty much, but as when we were kids, I think we all hate each other's guts, to be honest with you. But as we got older, we're more cordial, I guess you can say. So it's like it's not so much animosity as when we were kids. Now it's like, okay, look, we're all grown ups. Like, let's not sit here and act too immature and stuff. And there's still things we go through till this day, but I don't hate them like with a passion like I used to. Now I can kind of deal with them on a different level, more mature level. And so that's a lot different than what I was expecting. Because, you know, when you're a little kid, you be thinking, like, man, it's about to be like this the whole time, blah, blah, blah. And then you get older and you're like, whoa, I don't hate them as much. I never thought that would happen, so.
I know you and your sister are really close. Turia?
Yeah.
They're like twins.
Yeah, she tries to be like me
They're always
every
together.
single day, and I'm glad that she tries to be like me because I'm such a good role model, and I think everyone should. I'm just kidding, but
Sorry.
that is my homie. That is my homegirl for sure. Anytime I need anything, I know I can hit her up for advice. She's really good at listening to people and giving good advice. It's kind of like her job.
Oh, she's
It really
awesome.
is her job, but yeah, she's really dope.
I love his sisters and his whole family. Like I love them. They honestly treat me like their own.
Yeah, I think my mom likes her more than she likes me, but don't tell her I said that. Wait, what? Next question?
Sure. You
Okay.
know your mom's gonna see this, right?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
She is.
I mean, it's YouTube. Everything's out there.
I didn't say anything. I don't know what she's talking about. All right, this is the last question. I was just thinking about it. Just came out of nowhere. So, when you were a kid, why is Niko growling? All right, so when you were a kid, you know, you had like a good group of friends, and you know, you probably were like real close, and it was like, oh, we're gonna be friends forever, blah blah blah. Did that pan out when you got older? Did that make sense?
Like if we kept the same friendship.
Right, like, cause you know when you're in elementary school, middle school, high school, blah blah blah, you have like friends that you meet. I think it's different for you. Y'all don't have. Is it middle school? Y'all don't have.
We don't have middle school.
Yeah, so they don't have middle school. So when you were in elementary school and high school, you probably had a whole group of friends that you were probably cool with, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And so how much different was it for you to go from that to like after high school, where like did it shift for you, or were you still close with all of them or majority of them?
I mean, there are some people that I still remain friends with. I mean, growing up, I liked keeping my circle really small. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm outgoing and stuff, but just growing up, like in kindergarten, who remembers being friends with in kindergarten? But
You know what? Now that you say that, I had a friend named Zach in kindergarten, and I would have peanut butter crackers as my snack, and he would have zebra cakes. This is how I started liking zebra cakes.
Oh my gosh.
And
he has a deep obsession with zebra cakes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He is obsessed with zebra cakes.
First of all, I'm not obsessed.
Yes, you are.
All right. So, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted,
Sorry.
I had peanut butter crackers that my mom would make for me for snack time. My friend Zach, he had zebra cakes, and we would trade. So I would give him like 2 of my peanut butter crackers, and he'd give me a zebra cake. And I felt like I was hustling him. I don't know. I feel like I was hustling him on every single trade because, I mean, come on. Zebra cake versus 2 peanut butter crackers. I don't know. I feel like I was winning it. Y'all let me know if I was winning it or not, because if I was not winning that trade, I'm going to find him. We got all the social media nowadays, too. I'm going to find you. And I'm going to get my peanut butter crackers back. But Why is this dog growling right now? We trying to do a video. You over here growling. Come here.
Alright, I don't know. I still stay
Come
in
here.
contact.
Oh no,
You
you
have
good?
to let Niko.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't want him to. I think he wanted some camera time. I think that's why he was getting upset. He said, "Oh, y'all recording without me?" It says the GnT Family. I'm the N. This is the N right here. Niko. That shit, Brady.
Alright,
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Anyways, throughout elementary school, I mean, I'm cool with my classmates throughout elementary school. They're awesome people. But I have a best friend, Nicole, Mariam, and Romina. You too, of course. Yeah,
Of course, I wasn't from your childhood, though. It's cool.
yeah.
Hey,
we're still super close. I
I
mean,
gotta cover your piece. Hey, I know for me growing up, it was really tricky because I would move around a lot, and so like after elementary school, I moved to Virginia. When I was in elementary school, I was in Germany for the most part. Then I went to Virginia for middle school and part of high school. Then, like 11th grade year, we moved to Mississippi for like a month or two, and then we moved to Georgia, and that's where I finished out high school. So after I finished high school, I really wasn't super close with anybody because the people I was really close to were in Virginia. But by that point, I wasn't really talking to but like maybe three other people that I was friends with. And so when I finished high school in Georgia, I was just like, okay, it's kind of whatever. Like I was cool with people, but I didn't expect to really stay friends with anyone, just because moving around so much, you kind of understand like, hey, if you're not close by, like you're not locally, the chances of y'all staying close friends is pretty slim to none. So that's kind of what I learned as I was growing up, and so it didn't really affect me that much. But I know some people, like for them to grow up and be friends with people their whole life, and then high school comes, they graduate, and then people go off to college or wherever they're going to go to, the military, and they lose touch with each other. That's like a huge blow to them. They're like, man, I'm so used to being around these people and they being my friends and they're accessible, like they're right down the street or,
yeah.
a classroom over. So now it's like, man, I can't even, be around them anymore. So
I know. I miss my best friends. Nicole, she's back in Palau. I'm actually glad she's back there. I'm glad she left when she did. Cause it's with all this stuff going around now. I mean, coronavirus. Back home, knock on wood, there isn't any cases that they know of. I mean, cause we're pretty isolated. So I'm glad Nicole's over there safe, all my family and stuff. Bromina's in the Philippines right now. I always like pray, make sure she's all right. I think it reached there, right? The pandemic thing, the Philippines. I think.
I don't know. It probably did. I would think so.
I know,
Probably.
but me and Romina and Nicole, I mean,
Hey, stop.
we've been best friends for. Damn. When did we graduate? 2014.
Sorry, I'm trying to see what they're doing. It's like these people outside parking.
We've been best friends for 18 years.
Okay, well, we are done with this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. We may be doing more videos like this where we just talk about just random stuff, that we experience in life. So if y'all want to see more videos like that, please let us know. And also, if y'all have any possible topics that want us to talk about, let us know that as well. Whether it's down there in the comment section, on our Facebook page, on our Instagram, wherever. It really don't matter. But we do appreciate you all for watching and hope you all stay safe. And we'll catch y'all in the next video, y'all. So have a good one. Peace.